Welcome to my spoiler review of 2023's The Marvels. This film has the regrettable distinction of surpassing The Incredible Hulk as the studio's lowest grossing film, but is that warranted? Let's open it up and find out. Keywords to remember for this film are Captain Marvel, the event series Miss Marvel, and the Photon storyline in WandaVision, and the Secret Invasion falling under supplementary work. So, let's get this started. We open on a villain claiming a bangle of great power, which will cause problems for our three heroes. This is Dar-Benn, played by Zol Ashton. Rule 63 casting aside, this is at least consistent with the change in the last movie. Back on Earth in Jersey City, we rejoin Kamala Khan, aka Miss Marvel. I do like how the cast of previous films and shows reprise her roles here. The optimism displayed by Kamala as we see her journal drawings. Little does she know that she'll get her wish to meet her idol in ways she doesn't expect. In point, the bangle smash cuts to earlier that day as Carol recounts the events of the past movies. The implication she hasn't fully come to terms with her absence from Earth. She makes contact with Nick Fury on the Saber orbital station, intertwining their fates with Monica Rambeau, aka the Photon. A tear in space is being investigated, and we get the first of multiple swaps as Carol investigates where the bangle was found. But hearing anything about walking like Egyptians or Manic Mondays, I'm going to ask you to leave and play you off to Pantera on your way out. Kamala winds up in space, Monica on the dig site, and Carol in the Khan's house. Here we have an inciting incident as the swaps cause a bit of a problem during the opening fight with the Kree mercenaries. Plus, it turns out a lot of stuff we'll be discussing is in the comics. Some of it's new, some of it is very old, but it all checks out. Carol goes to investigate the peace talks on Tarnax as the Skrulls are seeking a new home. No word on how mutants other Fox characters will affect the storyline, but it's clear that Dar-Benn has ulterior motives, as these villains often do. Kamala is also surprised by Goose eating two assassins disrupting the talks. Fury tries to make sense of it all in the space elevator, and Carol takes umbrage with the Annihilator name. I do really like the energy in this fight and the film overall. I can use a lot of words to describe the movie, but boring is not one of them. Admittedly, it does get about as basic as Marvel vs. Capcom, but it did hold my attention. Kamala, having outed herself as a superhero, talks things over with Fury, Monica, and her family. It's a classic setup. Now that you know, it's time you know it all. Carol teleports to verify this and start patching things up with Monica. As Monica recalls the loss of her mother, Maria, we reaffirm the payoff for that stand in WandaVision is coming. Let's just say there's been lots of advances in medicine since 1995 for now. Monica and Kamala wind up on Tarnax, and Dar-Benn suspects they're in league with Carol. Well, technically yes, but it's complicated. Dar-Benn has ruled the Kree homeworld of Hollow with an Iron Fist, and has a grudge against Carol for overthrowing the previous rule of the Supreme Intelligence. Proving this, Carol joins the battle, and Dar-Benn never intended to honor the peace talks, opens a tear over the planet. Despite a valiant effort from our heroes, Kamala learns that not everyone can be saved. Evacuation ends with the colony destroyed, Kamala feeling responsible for what happened. The Skrulls seek refuge with Valkyrie in New Asgard until they can find a more permanent home. It also turns out that Kamala's bangle and the other one are quantum bands, and again it checks out. Incidentally, it's an item that's connected to Fantastic Four. Bottom line, all they quickly realize need to reclaim the other one that Dar-Benn stole, but they could tear the multiverse apart. Admittedly, while this isn't my favorite of these movies to come out of last year, it does have plenty going for it. The three leads do a good chemistry together, especially as they try to figure out how to make the swaps work to their advantage. We also find out why Volume 3 didn't use Intergalactic by the Beastie Boys. They were saving it for this movie. Kamala's family is taken to the orbital platform, and though Mrs. Khan's reluctant, she does agree to let Kamala train and reclaim the bangle. Also, remember Goose's behavior. It will be important later. The Marvels reach Alodna, a musical planet. Again, it's in the comics, so it checks out. The leader is Prince Yom, played by Seo Jung Park of Parasite fame. Well, I did say I was okay with a female-led musical X-Men spin-off. We'll come back to that later. They must protect the planet, and the three of them are given new suits for the next engagement with Darban. Though I'm unfamiliar with her character, the weight of saving all worlds is bearing down on all our heroes. On the orbital platform, Fury is examining a Flurkin egg with the other scientists. Told you'll be important later, and it's not the only reason why. Back on Aladna, the fight shown off here is actually quite impressive, and between this and the recent Candyman film, hope to see more from Nia DaCosta in the future. Might even go back and watch her earlier films. After a narrow escape, the Saber platform is losing orbit, and Darban is targeting Earth next. Also, Goose had a whole litter of Flurkin kittens. Carol opens up about her desire to save as many as she can and her regret of leaving Earth behind. Familiar, but it works. The station's going down, but there's not enough room in the space elevator for all the crew. Solutions use Goose and the new kittens to transport them, all set to memory from Cats. Well, there's my favorite song from that play. I'm just glad there's no CGI Taylor Swift Catgirl this time. Having learned the sickening truth, the Marvel decided to confront Darban. She wants to claim the sun. First the second Michael Bay Transformers movie, now this. Carol also realizes that Darban never needed to strip mine other planets for resources, just had her own warped vision of power. Kamala reclaims the other bangle from Darban, and while this may not be my favorite finale ever, it does have an impact as she joins a list of villains undone by their own desires in this franchise and 2023 Temple films. The station's evacuated, Fun has to stay behind to make sure the tear doesn't cause any more damage. Honestly, a shame more people didn't see this, especially to wrap this up. Carol also used the excess energy as well from Darban to restore Hala. While the first film ended on a triumphant note, dramatic endgame setup aside, this one is much more bittersweet ending. Orbital Station is destroyed, the Skrulls are still searching for a new home, and the Photon had to put herself on the other side of Terra Seal it. On a more positive note, Carol's made peace with Epsilon on Earth, Kamala's reclaiming the bangle, and vows to focus her powers more. Honestly, I've seen worse ways to kill an hour in 47 minutes. Not sure when we'll see another movie of these characters, but whenever we do, don't think we'll be spending the Avengers level money on it. That said, look forward to seeing Kate Bishop's Hawkeye in a next Avengers film. The Stinger shows the Photon's alive, as is her mother. She has no memory of her daughter and is a variant of the binary. Moreover, we introduced to the Beast, voicing by Kelsey Grammer. They nail the visual effects here, and I look forward to seeing more mutants going forward. No second Stinger this time. We do hear something or someone hatching as the end credits finish. While critical and audience reception was overall positive, the movie regrettably didn't do as well as hoped. Had all the ingredients to succeed in terms of cast, crew, and release window, yet ended up making less than even the much maligned The Flash. Though discourse is ongoing about all the reasons why, there's enough good faith to finger franchise fatigue and genre fatigue to an extent. As with the strikes hampering promotion, I did argue that it's a good idea to take films on a case-by-case basis like this. With that in mind, I think the movie can serve as a good learning experience for the franchise going forward, much like the Incredible Hulk before it. The reasons why I keep invoking comparisons to Godzilla and James Bond at this point in the franchise, aside from the obvious variation in quality and financial numbers, they can support a wide range of tones and setups. Both Dark Parables of Nuclear War and Showy Monster vs. Monster Slugfests. Both movies open on scenes not made up as a horror movie and very 70s skiing trips. And the direction the Multiverse Saga takes from here will be addressing some capacity in the near future. Thank you for sharing this with me, and I'll see you all again soon. Take care.